Another day, another unmarked location video, and this time we're exploring some of the deepest parts of the world of Fallout 3.
In case you guys didn't know, we are also exploring every unmarked location in Fallout New Vegas, 4, 76, Skyrim, and even Starfield. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, then maybe consider subscribing. We already have a bunch of videos up for you guys to check out.
A Cup of Joe was your go-to spot for a pre-apocalypse caffeine fix in the US. They had shops scattered across the Capital Wasteland, Washington DC, and even Point Lookout. But don't get your hopes up for a nostalgic brew. Every location is boarded up tight, so you have to settle for admiring the old signs. You can find one northwest of El Infant South Metro, and fun fact, you can find a sign tucked away in Michelangelo's workshop on the New Vegas Strip. The abandoned camp in Fallout 3 is a hidden gem under a bridge, just north of the Super Duper Mart. It's surrounded by tires, offering a bed, an ammo box, and a table with a duck and cover skill book. But watch your step, there's a frag mine at the entrance ready to ruin your day. Mirelurks crash the party every 3 in-game days, so don't get too cozy.
The abandoned tent in Fallout 3 is a cozy little hideaway in the Capital Wasteland, tucked between Mason-Dixon Salvage and the MDPL-21 power station. Inside, you'll find a bed, a footlocker, and a shelf stocked with goodies like Nikola Tesla and U-Book and a Nuka-Cola Quantum. The tent might not have much security, but it makes a decent makeshift home if you need a break from the wasteland's chaos. Just look out for a nearby shack. It's hiding a shish kebab schematic and another Nuka-Cola Quantum. Quick little sidebar. We were going to add the alien crash site, but after the Mothership Zeta DLC, Bethesda added a map marker to the site, making this in fact a marked location. But here's a little shout out. The Anacostia River in Fallout 3 is a small but significant waterway snaking through the Capital Wasteland. Named after the Anacostia Native Americans back in 1608, it serves as a tributary of the Potomac River. The river stretches from just across the Maryland border, flowing southwest into Washington, D.C., where it meets the Potomac near the Jefferson Memorial. Along its banks, you'll find Rivet City, one of the key locations in the game, making this river more than just a scenic backdrop in the post-apocalyptic world.
The Arlington Sewer in Fallout 3 is an unmarked, grimy underground spot in the Capital Wasteland, just southeast of Arlington Library. It's a 3-level maze filled with raiders who'd love nothing more than to ambush you. The bottom level holds a locked storage room packed with loot, including a safe, an armor crate, and ammo boxes, all accessible via a terminal. Outside, a nearby Talon Company recon camp offers a stealth boy and a Nikola Tesla and U-Book if you're up for some extra scavenging. Despite the raiders' presence, the sewer remains oddly pristine, no graffiti or hanging bodies, just some fallen shelves and boxes. Raiders respawn every 3 days, so you might want to make this a regular stop on your wasteland rounds. Banks in Fallout are relics of pre-war financial life, scattered across the Capital Wasteland, Point Lookout, the Commonwealth, and Appalachia. These once bustling institutions were all about handling your money, from deposits to loans. In Fallout 3, you'll find 5 banks in DC, but don't expect to cash any checks, they're all boarded up with no interiors once again. Notable spots include a blue sign bank in the Mason District South, a green sign one by the Park and Mason District, a red sign bank in Tacoma Park and Pennsylvania Avenue, and of course the standout is the Burnside Bank and Loan in the DuPont Circle, with its rusted sign and a haunting reminder of a bygone era.
The Bannister Crater in Fallout 3 is an unmarked hotspot of radiation and danger in the Capital Wasteland, located just east of Fort Bannister. This blasted landscape is littered with smaller craters, but the real action is in the largest one, where you'll find an overturned military truck hiding a safe, a personal footlocker, and a stash of Radaway. Post Waters of Life, the Enclave moves in, setting up shop with soldiers, a turret, and a scientist poking around the truck. If you're lucky, you might even score a Fat Man and Mini Nuke from one of the Enclave soldiers, along with 96 alien power cells tucked beneath the truck. Just watch out for the rad scorpions, they love the place too. Besnick's Barbershop in Fallout 3 is a relic of pre-war grooming, tucked away in the ruins of El Infant District in the Capital Wasteland. Once a bustling barbershop, it's now inaccessible, sealed off amid the destruction of Washington, D.C., located across from the El Infant Cafe and next to Madame Giel's. The exterior of Besnick's is still a bit treacherous, with a trapped pipe ready to spring if you trip the nearby wire. It's a slice of the past, locked away in the wasteland's present.
The Bethesda Underworks in Fallout 3 is a ghoul-infested metro station buried in the Bethesda ruins of the Capital Wasteland. Unlike most stations, there's no obelisk to mark it, making it an eerie radioactive hideaway. The tunnels are partially destroyed, limiting access and adding to the hazardous atmosphere. with radioactive waste barrels strewn about. Expect to be ambushed by a swarm of feral ghouls, and if you're unlucky, a glowing one or even a reaver if you have the Broken Still add-on. Hidden within this ghastly labyrinth are some treasures: a Tales of a Junktown jerky vendor and Grognak the Barbarian comic, a mini nuke, a stealth boy, and some Nuka-Cola Quantum all tucked away in the storage room. Just remember, once you step into this ghoul den, it's survival of the fittest. But if you're great at sneaking or you wear the ghoul mask, then the ghouls may run out of the station entirely and engage the raiders nearby. Just food for thought on your approach. The Broadway Cinema was a once bustling pre-war movie theater in Seward Square, Washington, D.C., now reduced to a decaying ruin in Fallout 3. The marquee still bears the names of the last films shown, like One Wife Hold the Meatballs and Raz Bastion in the Amazons of Zarn. While the interior is inaccessible, the exterior features a Nuka-Cola vending machine, standing as a relic of the old world on Broadway Boulevard between 4th and 5th Streets. It's kinda weird to see what the people in the Fallout universe were watching before the bombs fell.
The Brotherhood Outcast Shack is a hidden spot in the Capital Wasteland, nestled west of SATCOM Array NN03D, down at the base of a hill. This ramshackle metal hut is often occupied by a few Brotherhood outcasts. Inside, you'll find shish kebab schematics on the table and a Nuka-Cola Quantum chilling on the roof. It's a neat little hideaway with some useful loot for those who stumble upon it, and a must-known spot for those role-playing as a Brotherhood Outcast member. The C&O Canal in Fallout 3 is an unmarked waterway tucked away in the Georgetown area of the Capital Wasteland. Accessible via a sloped ramp west of the Foggy Bottom station, the canal is flanked by steel arches bearing its name. The waterway is partially blocked by rubble, and you'll often find super mutants patrolling a nearby bridge. On the southern side, amidst the ruins and the occasional centaur, you can scavenge an ammunition box and a first aid kit. The canal also connects to the DCTA Tunnel 014-B Potomac. This spot is a nod to the real-world Chesapeake and Ohio Canal, though in-game it's a shadow of its former self.
Caleb's tent is a spot in the Capital Wasteland found at the Lincoln Memorial. It only shows up if you complete the Head of State quest siding with the slaves. Nestled among other tents at the memorial's base, Caleb's tent is situated near Simone's and the maintenance room entrance. Inside, you'll find 4 beds, one of which is usable, a locker, metal boxes, and a couple of Nuka-Cola bottles on the table. It's well equipped for a makeshift home for the lone wanderer. Calverton is an unmarked location nestled in the Capital Wasteland, specifically to the southwest of the Drury Street Metro Station. The area consists of a small ruined town and a nearby chapel. The town features 6 destroyed houses arranged in a 3-way intersection, with 4 houses clustered to the west and 2 to the east. Among these, the northwesternmost house stands out with a very hard locked safe, a trunk, and an unknown bed, while another unknown bed is located in the southernmost house of the 4. To the north of the town lies a church that has become a stronghold for raiders. The church is equipped with several traps, a tripwire that triggers a shotgun at the entrance, and a pressure plate that sets off a grenade trap at the back. Inside, the church contains a podium, some barrels, and a few mattresses, contributing to its makeshift and dangerous interior. Adjacent to the church is a small graveyard enclosed by a broken white picket fence, adding to the somber atmosphere. Beyond the town, the surrounding area includes a rocky canyon to the east and a trailer truck that shows signs of previous occupation. To the southwest, the road is blocked by sandbags and car wrecks, while the southeastern road features a billboard where, if you've completed the Waters of Life quest, you might find Enclave soldiers fighting rad scorpions. Calverton also features some noteworthy loot. In the church, you can find lying congressional style on the speaker's podium, pugilism illustrated in the bathroom, and a mini nuke on a bench. The southwesternmost house holds Nikola Tesla and You on a bookshelf, and the US Army 30 handy flamethrower recipes can be found inside a truck on the east side of town. While the town is mostly empty, it can occasionally attract Talon Company hit squads and leveled creatures. The church in particular can trigger scripted events, such as raiders attacking a wastelander or additional raider spawns when first entered. Notably, a super mutant camp related to the unmarked quest searching for Cheryl is situated north of Calverton near the railroad tracks. This place is one of Fallout 3's most substantial locations that doesn't have a map marker, which feels pretty mind-blowing. Maybe they forgot it, or maybe the devs liked the idea of the player stumbling upon a hidden town full of all kinds of mysteries.
Another significant location is Camp RHO, a small, unmarked enclave outpost located in the eastern part of the Capital Wasteland, near Canterbury Commons. Positioned northwest of Vault 108 and southwest of the Robot Repair Center, this camp remains hidden until after completing the Waters of Life quest. The camp is part of an Enclave isolation program and is inhabited by an Enclave officer and 4 automated turrets. The officer carries an experimental RHO ID chip, which makes the turrets friendly toward both the Enclave and the player character, as well as their companions. If you have the Broken Still DLC installed, you might also encounter an Enclave Hellfire Trooper equipped with a heavy incinerator. Camp RHO is situated at a crossroads and consists of a central container housing a terminal. This terminal contains information about the camp's experimental technology, although some options are disabled. The automated turrets are strategically positioned around the container to provide security. For loot, the Enclave officer holds the experimental RHO ID, which can be a valuable find. It is important to note that Camp RHO can be a significant threat to caravan merchants traveling from Canterbury Commons, as the camp's presence in the same cell means these merchants might be killed without any chance for the player to intervene. These locations are perfect for the Fallout perfectionists who need to see everything the game has to offer. Like we said earlier, make sure you subscribe and like the video so you don't miss out on all of the videos coming here soon.
We really appreciate you guys watching. It does mean a lot. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next.